Still going, I'm afraid. um, I'm fully not expecting anyone to watch all of these as a series, but it is a series to me. It's fully a fucking series. I'm just a very not well Mikey today. That's all right. I can live in the hole again. Like it still feels like morning. It still feels like I haven't got up and about yet. I fucking basically haven't. I've really done a lot. I haven't eaten yet. I'm gonna eat in a minute. That's what it gets like. I literally haven't got fucking hungry once. I'm just, you know. But I will. I'll go to the shop in a minute, get some food and eat. um, but like this is what I keep saying. This shit keeps happening, and like I've kind of got a bit of a finger on why. And it's like it's basically it's two of kind of my support networks are like disappeared and threatened. You know what I mean? When the weird shit's happening in the gym. And this is where I need to get really fucking real with myself, and because I'm always going to question this atmosphere that unsettles me, because that triggers my fucking symptoms. That's why. And it's not caring about what people think of me, but it's like when I'm looked at a certain way, sort of suspiciously and puzzledly, it produces a schema, and a schema is a very real fucking overwhelming feeling that makes your vision change and your thoughts go into disarray. And that's what schemas are. That's why I said they're body thoughts. It feels like a thought. You know what it means in a way, but you know it's not happening. And that sets me off. So it's like, the gym is my medicine in a lot of ways. I know I've got issues with my body that's tied to it. But I was kind of in a place where I was like improving and like getting it to be sort of more lifestyle equal again. And I just know that there's a what I might call a chronic benefit to weight training. There's every time you train and you get that recovery process happen, you stimulate a lot of other things. You stimulate your immune system, you stimulate your digestive system, you start sleeping better, you're able to focus better. And I felt those benefits in a lot of ways and probably didn't even fully realize them at the time. You know what I mean? But it's true that when I was smashing it, when I was fucking smashing it in life, basically, when I feel like I was when I worked at the rehab place. I was training a lot. My hours were amazing. I had 4 days off a week, but I was still working full-time hours. I just worked fucking long days. But it meant I had loads of time off during the week and loads of like whole weekends off as well and shit like that. And I studied. I did a fucking, what was it? A uni certificate, basically. And something at diploma level, just a module at diploma level. Learned how to be a personal trainer. I told the fucking NHS to put me through my training, told them to swap their fucking staff rooms around and built a fucking gym, ordered the equipment, did all the fucking health and safety shit, wrote an induction. That's Mikey when he's firing on his fucking cylinders. That's what I mean by feeling like I'm affecting change and I'm doing something, I'm accomplishing things. It was my baby, it was my project. You know what I mean? And I was training a lot, and then uni overtook training, and then uni overtook my fucking mind. um, it's like my simplistical way of describing it now to people is, if I feel reluctant to talk about it, I just say I had a nervous breakdown when I finished my degree, and a lot of shit went on, and it's not really worth talking about. Anyway, how are you? I try to skirt around it, but that's just how I describe it because there's no other way to fucking describe it. But it was, yeah, it was a few months after you. It was a whole period of time over about a year and a half that led to a gross malfunction, shall we say, a gross fucking malfunction. And I have never been the same person since. Not really, but I realised a lot of myself. I blossomed a lot, um, and became gradually more and more and more fucking incompatible with a lot of things. A lot of things I'm not able to just continuously be me, and keep being there. That's fucking what it is. Um, and like this is my reaching out really. I'm even someone showing an interest in me and their face sort of scrutinizing when they ask something, if I feel they're poking around in my head, I can become defensive, almost subconsciously. I can feel sort of intruded upon. So I sort of socially sort of lose my bottle when people are quite full on with me. And it's just, it's for a totally different, again, for a totally different reason to what it looks like. You know, it looks like I've got no self-confidence. It looks like I've got nothing about me, but it's like, in a sense I have, because I begin not to function. And it's just, it's, you know, in a world of blurred connections, people pouncing connections at me makes me recoil. This is the most simplistical way of putting it. I think it's deeper than that, but yeah, that's quite a, yeah, that's easy. That's simple. I won't try to explain it anymore because the time is up and not. But yeah, like, you know, the gym was becoming my medicine again, basically. And then it's not gone, but I really didn't feel like going. And I just started to look at it. It was just, you know, when I was thinking about all the worlds of shit that has been running through my head all day. And, you know, the coffee shop and the gym, they were my two. You know, I went to the coffee shop every day, pretty much. I might have 2 or 3 days off here and there. But then other times I've been there, it's open 6 days a week. Sometimes I used to wish it was open on Sundays. You know what I mean? I did hang out there a fucking lot. And it was kind of a coping strategy. It was one of my, like, safe haven holes where I could just feel comfortable, basically. I feel incredibly uncomfortable in incredibly many situations for a lot of reasons that people don't get, and they look like something else. But yeah, that's what I mean by schemers. They're big, physical, mentally overwhelming episodes is what they've turned into for me. Like that gut feeling that you get when something bad's happened. It can be like it's not quite as sharp as that, but it can be global, and I can feel them everywhere. And they make me sort of behave differently. They make a different part of me come out, I think, something like that. But I've done that literally. That's what I fucking do. Do you know what I mean? It's. I've got a real need to get close to people and a real fear of getting close to people, and both of them are getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, and I don't know what to do about it. It's, you know, it's fucking, don't know. I think, like, I've said before about, like, this is a sort of one-sided conversation, and it way it kind of needs to be, because a lot of times people, just because they don't quite get me, um, and, you know, people are always trying to figure you out while you're talking, and they're quite often ready to go, oh yeah, but wasn't that, but wasn't that it? And that's a natural thing. But when people do that to me, it really throws me off. It really throws me off. And basically, I'm a fucking nightmare. I'm a fucking nightmare. One of the reasons I love my favourite human so much is, there's many, but I remember her describing me as misunderstood, and I've often said I'm a fucking cliche, and that's one of them. I'm so misunderstood. You hear people say that all the time. Manipulative twats say that all the time. That's why I don't like saying it, but it's just fucking, what if it's true? And she sees it. She sees it so much. It's like, she's one of the easiest people for me to be around. I can go out and about places with her and not feel self-conscious or weird. I feel normal. Um, there's, you know, there's several people like that, but her just in just so much more of a markedly different way. And it's, you know, she does challenge me now and then, but then she listens to my answer and she accepts it. She's always like, she gives me the space to be me, and, like, not everyone understands what I mean by that. But she makes it look fucking effortless, and if I commend her for it, she goes, "What? I'm just listening to you." She just always makes it out to be nothing, and I just think, you don't. Well, if it's that simple, can't, like, she should make some of these videos and tell you how to speak to people with mental health issues. I might actually ask her to. She wouldn't. She fucking wouldn't. But yeah, that's why she's like. I really appreciate having her around, and I tell her that often. because I know she's got a life. She's got a very busy life. She's got 2 kids. She's got a partner. She's got a job. She's got loads going on. But she makes time for me. A lot of time, and she persistently will ask to see me. She'll say when she hasn't seen me, I've not seen you for a while, I want to see you. And that matters fucking shitloads to a needy cunt like me. Because it's just simple and honest and genuine. And it's, you know, there's very few places where I can just feel like I'm me without being sort of laughed at, ridiculed, talked about publicly, sort of thing, asked questions publicly and laughed at, sort of analysed in a fun way. But it's like, I'm just so fucking weird. I'm just so fucking weird. That's what it is. I know. I know it is. I'm fucking an oddity. I'm a peculiarity. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just fucking struggling, man. Today, I'm struggling. I need to like talk, but I can't talk to people because that would involve a conversation and me being present with the conversation and following the flow of the conversation and wanting to listen to them as well. And that can get near fucking impossible. And like a conversation would invariably end up with me crying. And that just, it's therapeutic to cry. It is. But, you know, I've been doing that anyway. You know, yeah, a cuddle is lovely when you're crying and someone hugs you. Of course it is. But the therapeuticalness of the crying still happens if you cry. So I'm still crying. It's like, I just don't want to put this mental overload on people. And, you know, people want to help, so they want to see evidence of helping. People don't want to try and help and then feel helpless, be made to feel helpless, and then feel like you're pushing them away, and that's always the consequence. But it's because there's so much futility to this shit. It's automatical. It just happens. It just fucking happens. From a little look from someone, it sets me off. And it's not that specific thing. It's just that I'm now set off in a more general way about feeling weird and not belonging and not making sense. And I don't know. At the gym, I just have to go back to what it was like when I first went there. I just used to walk in and just look down at the fucking floor. And just probably seem like an ignorant bastard for a few weeks. I spoke to one of the personal trainers, started speaking to me, because she liked my trousers. I was wearing my bright purple trousers and like bright green, like apple green trainers and something else. But it was very bright, and she liked it, and she chatted to me. I think she was one of the first people I started chatting to. I'm still friends with her. But yeah, like I'll just have to go back to doing that. I think it's like I will get benefits from training, and I know I will, and it's not just vanity and looking ripped and shit. It's not just that. There's so many more benefits that I saw fucking happen when I look back at bigger picturically at my life, and I just see it and think, just do that, man. Just do that. And I can't even fucking do that. It's fucking painful. See, I keep running out of time and making long ones, and I still need to fucking offload, man. The energy has to come out, because the energy always comes out, and this is the only way I can make it come out today. And that's why I keep saying sorry, because I know this is way too much to expect anyone to listen to. This is like full-on fucking counselling shit. But I just fucking need to do it. I just need to. I'm sorry.